Hello Internet, this is my first attempt at a blog. Ooh, let's see how it goes. I'm not good with writing blogs. I'm just going to record them, and I can just spew thoughts. And Facebook's on, but you Hi. So, I was talking to my parents, because I'm going to grad school soon. But I have to apply first and figure out what I want to go to grad school for. And so that's a pretty big idea. Now, grad school is one thing, but it's just a step. Like, that's not the end of my life. And I need to figure out, before I spend 6 years doing something, if that's leading me towards where my life wants to go. Now, I love technology, and I love science, and I love anthropology, because humanity is so fascinating. But I want to do more than study humanity, I want to change humanity. And that's a really tricky thing to find out. So, what has changed humanity? In my Western, Eurocentric point of view. Twitter, Facebook, Wikipedia. And the internet, like less recently. The internet's amazing, and universities made the internet. But recently, what has changed humanity? Industry. Companies. Google, yes. Google hasn't done much new, but has done everything it's done very well. I want to do this. Now, I want to go to grad school, though, but the industry is what changes humanity, so can grad school help me change humanity? Well, let's backtrack a little bit. The magic of finding a company which I can change humanity? There are so many companies that are trying, startups and established companies that are trying to do stuff that's really awesome, but is it going to make a difference? I don't know, I don't think so. So, that's a big problem. Now, I could go join a startup. It could become the next Google. It could be amazing. I'm not going to know that, though. And I don't think anyone's going to know that. No matter how much hopes you have. You're not going to. Like, did Mark Zuckerberg, did he know he was going to become who he is today? Like, I mean, like, he may have thought arrogantly, but he thought that just as much as anyone else. Like, Tom thought that. Tom. Now, so, change humanity. How do I want to change humanity? Let's talk about that. So, I'm really good at computers, and I'm really interested in anthropology. I'm not good at anthropology, but I'm very interested in anthropology. And I had a lot of fun with it, and so that's always like my backdrop. And so, in thinking about anthropology, I want to do something that relates to cultures and language and connecting people and uses technology and computers and the neuroscience and psychology, and I want to study everything. So if you want to study everything, why don't you just study computer science? Cognitive science. Cognitive science. That sounds really cool, really interesting, but that doesn't sound like it has that many applications, or it sounds like you're learning a lot of stuff, but can you actually apply it? And so that's a big difficulty that I'm facing, and so I'm probably going to, at the current moment, I'm anticipating doing computer science. Because computer science is a means with many applicable ends, and if for some reason cognitive science, the interest in that don't work out, then I have computers. But grad schools don't want to hear, and I don't want to hear myself saying, I'll do something with computers. I want to say, I'm going to do something that's really cool and I have a plan, or at least I have a lot of ideas in an area and I can actually do something. So, we need to figure that out. We have a few months to narrow down our ideas. We have a lot of ideas. Oh god, why am I using the plural? I have a lot of ideas. But I need to make it concrete. No, you should never settle. You need to make it more established. The way that I'm thinking. And so let's work on it. This is why I'm recording this video, so I can just spew these thoughts to you guys and record more videos and think more thoughts, and maybe magically people on YouTube will watch this vlog and give me comments. Magic. I'm still amazed that my simulator that says like the Roman Empire, I'm surprised it has over 10,000 videos. Over 10,000 people have watched my video? Whoa. Well, I mean, like, billions of people have watched Weaver. If not a billion yet. Has it hit that mark? But, let's get on to the topic. How do I change humanity? So, I'm really interested in language, and I'm really good at understanding systems, and let's step back from language and just call it symbolic systems. Because that's really what language is, and a lot of people have political definitions of language. But just think of symbolic systems. Dolphins have symbolic systems. Cats have symbolic systems. There are many symbolic systems around. There's many overlapping, and it's really hard to define one particular symbolic system that is separate from other ones because they're all very intertwined with symbols and cognition and everything. Now, the main problem with this is, so, understand, working with symbolic systems. So there's machine learning, data mining, natural language processing. I find that all fascinating. I'd love to go to grad school and just study the heck out of language and just like break down language into all its constituent components and teach a computer how to speak English and like understand people and like make artificial intelligence. Like I feel like I would love to do that, but then I don't want to replace humanity, and that's like a really big danger that I see because computers ever increasingly are replacing jobs. Like the jobs aren't going to come back. Like it is more efficient the way we have it, and I don't think unemployment is going to decrease that much unless magic happens, which it only does every 30 years. So are we due for another magic? It's you ask what you think. The internet is the last revolution that I love. The internet. It's amazing. What it's done. So I want to make the next internet. Then the next innovation that will change the way we can make it, the way we think about ideas, the way we organize our ideas, everything. It's just incredible. I don't want to replace the way people organize ideas, think about ideas, and do all that. Because it's wonderful and it's really cool and it's fascinating. But it's like making the silence. I don't want to make the silence. I want to make the humans become the silence. Okay, let's qualify that statement. I want artificial intelligence to not be separate, but be part of us, which in many ways the internet is doing. It also is dehumanizing through that, and that's a little worrisome. I don't want to dehumanize and doom society. But let's think about how do we make artificial intelligence work for people with people. I don't really know how to do that yet. So like, making augmented reality, that's really cool. Is it? And that's originally our focus and our field of view, but that's also kind of replacing things and replacing our ability to understand other people. I mean, if you have a little like box that says, "Oh, that person's sad," then you're going to learn to empathize less, which is dangerous. And the more our computers help us be aware of our surroundings, the less we're actually cognitively aware. Sometimes the more we are. But I really want to enrich the human interaction. Like, I want to be a Vulcan and put my hands around someone and mind meld and understand where they come from, and they can understand where I come from, and we finish this mind meld and we're like, I understand you now. I'm sorry. And move on from there. Like Israel-Palestine, it's just the saddest thing for me in the world. I just want to mind meld every Palestinian and Israeli and find some like common consensus. Deus Ex 2, although it was not a quickly acclaimed game, I really liked it, and I thought one of the endings were beautiful. The particular ending being when Alex merges with Helios. My first name is Alex. Kind of fell in love with that role, and thereby brings this like democratization of humanity, in which we have like a world consensus. Everyone's connected, highly connected, and that'd be lovely. But we don't have nanobots. We don't have the computational complexity to do this. Maybe we will one day, and I want to be part of that, or something like it. So how do I connect people like this? Brain computer interfaces, they're really cool. They're really young, and I've done a little bit of work with them, and there's a lot more room they can go in, that they can work on. And we're so far from that. Like, I work with brain scanning technology right now, and it's really awesome, but limited, and unintelligible, and hard to scale between people, and you can't communicate with people on that, and it's just really funny. So I really, like, the next step is to work with the language, and bridge language across people. That's really hard to do. How do we bridge symbolic systems? And so, funny enough, some of the people that make the biggest difference in the world are people that make, like, absurd standards that they didn't even realize. Like, even making a Pepsi or Coca-Cola logo and spreading that across the world that is a huge symbolic standardization that is infiltrated all parts of our society, and a lot of the cultures of the world, and just the people that made the Coca-Cola logo have done so much to unify symbolic systems across the world in a very small way, but more so than many other things. So it's really funny the impact of just that in affecting the world, and brand in general, yes. But corporations in some ways can be evil, and how do we do this? I guess this blog has no answers at the moment. This is a question I have to think about. I thought by saying this to you guys, it dawned on me, and it'd just be amazing, and some flashy lights, and not sure. But how do I make a symbolic system that will change the way we communicate, enrich the way we communicate, and bring humanity closer together? That's what I want to do. How?